Hey seniors, Michael here from Seniors Money. If you're a low-income senior struggling to make ends meet on your current old age security payments, then you'll want to pay close attention to this video. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau just announced a proposed new bill that could significantly increase your monthly OAS payments by nearly $2,000 if passed. That's a potential game-changer for tens of thousands of low-income seniors across Canada. But there are a lot of details to unpack with this proposed legislation. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know: the eligibility requirements, how much extra you could receive, when the payments could start, and the likelihood of this bill actually becoming law. So stick around, because this could mean major financial relief for low-income seniors. But first, let's run a quick intro. Imagine an extra $1,970 hitting your bank account every single month from the government, on top of your existing OAS and other pension payments. For a low-income senior living off fixed incomes like OAS and GIS, that's practically a lifeline against poverty. Well, according to Trudeau's announcement yesterday, that's exactly what his new Seniors Income Supplement Act aims to provide for the lowest-income seniors in Canada struggling with high costs of living. In a speech from Parliament, the Prime Minister stated that despite recent increases to OAS payments to account for high inflation, too many vulnerable seniors are still falling through the cracks and living in deep poverty. He cited statistics from advocacy groups showing that over 600,000 Canadian seniors are currently living under the official poverty line, with fixed incomes unable to keep up with soaring housing, food, and healthcare costs in many parts of the country. So, in an effort to lift hundreds of thousands of low-income seniors out of poverty, Trudeau revealed his government will table new legislation to create a brand new monthly benefit payment on top of existing OAS/GIS payouts. The proposed Seniors Income Supplement would provide an additional $1,970 per month for single seniors with total incomes below $18,000 per year after taxes. For low-income senior couples, the full payment amount would be $3,940 per month combined. To put those numbers into perspective, the current maximum OAS payment for low-income seniors is only around $1,200 per month for singles and $2,400 for couples. So we're talking about a potential increase of over 150% for the lowest-income elderly. Trudeau called this the biggest income supplement for low-income seniors in Canadian history, and a way to finally make good on our promise to give every senior citizen in this country the dignity of a reasonable standard of living. Now, before we get too deep into the details of this proposed legislation, it's important to provide some context around why the government felt the need to take such drastic action for low-income seniors. As I mentioned earlier, advocacy groups have been sounding the alarm about high rates of senior poverty across Canada for years now. With OAS and GIS payments only providing up to around $20,000 per year for single low-income seniors, it's simply not enough income to achieve a decent quality of life in most major cities. Just look at the soaring costs of rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, and healthcare that seniors are facing due to high inflation. A recent study found that a single senior renter means at least $50,000 per year in Toronto or Vancouver just to stay above the poverty line after basic living expenses. OAS and GIS were never intended to fully cover costs of living on their own. They were designed decades ago as income top-ups to supplement workplace pensions and personal savings. But with more seniors retiring nowadays with little to no personal savings, OAS/GIS has become the primary or sole source of income for far too many elderly. That's left hundreds of thousands of low-income seniors in extremely precarious financial situations. 12% of single elderly renters in Canada are currently living under the poverty line, unable to afford basic necessities. Food insecurity among low-income seniors has doubled over the past decade as grocery bills eat up way too much of their fixed monthly incomes. And a lack of retirement savings has left many unable to cover large emergency expenses like home repairs or healthcare bills. So while recent OAS increases have helped a bit, it clearly hasn't been nearly enough for the most financially vulnerable seniors. Which brings us to the full details of Trudeau's proposed Seniors Income Supplement Act to try to properly address the senior poverty crisis. Under the plan, any single senior aged 65 or older with an annual total income below $18,000 would qualify to receive the full $1,970 per month benefit amount on top of their existing OAS/GIS payments. For senior couples, the full combined payment would be $3,940 per month if their household income is under $36,000. Now, a key point here is that the proposed supplement would be considered a non-taxable payment, similar to how OAS and GIS work today. so low-income recipients wouldn't have to worry about paying tax back on the extra monthly income. The benefit would also be indexed to inflation moving forward, with the payment amounts increasing over time in line with increases in the cost of living. In terms of how the payments would be distributed, the goal would be to simply roll out the new supplement under the existing OAS payment system and infrastructure. That means low-income seniors who qualify wouldn't need to apply for a new separate benefit. Instead, the government would automatically enroll seniors to receive the extra monthly payments based on their prior year's tax return and reported total income level. For example, let's say you're a single senior who reported $15,000 in total income from OAS/GIS, CPP, and other sources on your 2023 tax return when you file in early 2024. Once the new supplement is implemented, the government would see that your income fell below the $18,000 threshold and would automatically bump up your 2024 OAS payment amount by $1,970 per month. Low-income seniors wouldn't need to do anything other than continue filing their annual tax returns as normal. The government would use those tax filings to reassess everyone's eligibility for the top-up supplement each year based on their latest reported total income level. Now, in terms of the actual eligibility requirements to qualify for the full monthly payment amounts, the thresholds would work as follows. For single seniors, anyone reporting a total income below $18,000 per year would receive the full $1,970 supplement amount. The payment would then be reduced on a gradual scale for single seniors with higher total incomes. Once a senior's total annual income surpasses $30,000, the monthly supplement amount would be gradually reduced down to $0. On the low-income couple's side, the full combined supplement of $3,940 per month would be given to senior households earning below $36,000 in total annual income. The combined payment would then be reduced for couples with higher household incomes, falling in the range of $36,000 to $60,000 per year. Once couples surpass $60,000, they would no longer receive any portion of the supplement. So to qualify for at least some portion of the supplement, the annual total income cap would be $30,000 for single seniors and $60,000 for senior couples. Another important detail is what would actually be considered as included income for determining eligibility. Based on Trudeau's proposal, the income test would be based on total income from all sources as reported on your annual tax return. This would include OAS, GIS, and CPP payments, any workplace pension income, RSP/RIF withdrawals, investment income like interest, dividends, capital gains, etc., rental property income, employment income, any other sources of income. Your total income from all those sources combined would be what determines whether you qualify for the full supplement amount, a partial amount, or don't qualify at all. Now, one thing that hasn't been specified is what would happen to existing income-tested benefit programs like the Guaranteed Income Supplement for low-income OAS recipients. The Prime Minister's announcement was a bit unclear on whether GIS would potentially be phased out or wrapped into this new Consolidated Seniors Income Supplement program. My guess is that the GIS would likely be replaced by this new supplement to simplify and streamline low-income benefits for seniors under one larger program. But those details would still need to be ironed out as the legislation works its way through Parliament. In terms of when this potential new income supplement could actually start, the proposed bill doesn't include a set implementation date as of yet. If it passes Parliament in relatively quick fashion over the next couple of months, the most optimistic timeline would likely have the extra monthly payments beginning at some point in early 2024.